Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
I hope you guys were pushing that like button on the way in. Good morning or good afternoon, all. It is afternoon at the Bullhorn Betty channel. I hope everybody is doing great today. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Friends came over and took Bullhorn Betty out. So I was having fun yesterday. anyways, feeling good today. Thought I would hop on here and hang out with you guys. I don't really have a whole lot of an agenda today, so I figured make it open. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. If you guys want your opinion on the cases, there's the up at the top of the chat should be pinned a link to come on. I'll leave it up to you whether you guys want to show your face or not on camera. But when you're behind the studio, you will have to show your face, and I'll let you know that you'll be brought on panel, and then you can change, turn off your camera if you so choose. Up to you. Up to you. Good morning, Miss Robin. Firsties, she says. She's the first to say good morning to all of us here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Nice to see you. Guidance in Life with TLC, Belinda Freeman. Nice to see you. Kathleen, Anissa, Gigi for Life. Sonia, good morning. Representing Summer's Army. Let's see who we have. Stephanie, nice to see you. Just got off work. Yay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you finally get to catch one. Debbie, nice to see you. Molly Brown, Uptown. I just saw that. Thank you so much, by the way. Thank you for everything. Thank you all for everything that you guys do. I really do appreciate it. Miss D. Don, nice to see ya. What else do we got up in here? Harley, nice to see you. Crystal, Karen Davis, Charlotte. I'm just kind of glossing over Mallory. Nice to see you here, honey. Connie. Yeah, I know. Peaches, Angie. Wow, we got a lot of people up here. People that I don't normally see during the week. Nice to see you, Munch. Hellcat, hey. Hey, baby. Just me in the UK. We love our people across the pond. Dazed. Hey, honey, I hope you're doing well. So how is everybody doing this Sunday? Susie Anna from Louisiana. Tracy, good to see you as well. We got some people from Scotland. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. Ethel, Charlotte. Today is the 7th. You know what? Hold on a second. There's something I got to look at real quick. Give me just a second. I forgot about this. I got to see what it was. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. Oh, and thank you guys for the wonderful emails. I've been getting those. I've been getting lots of great emails from you guys, so I appreciate it. Where is the one I'm looking for? Uh-oh, I think I might have missed somebody. There it is. I found it. What day is it? Okay, never mind. It's for next month. Okay, I just needed to make sure because somebody sent me an email, but it's for next month, so I'll have to be on the lookout. Unsolved Mysteries, nice to see you. Nice to see you. So, I'm going through the news, all the news segments and stuff like that are going on. And I'm looking at, I've been there's nobody that has followed the Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie case closer than I. Just in my opinion. I don't want people starting to come over here and bash me, just in my opinion, right? I was out there for weeks. We measured the whole entire Myakkahatchee Creek, Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park. It was Olivia, JJ, and me that were out there like days and weeks measuring the place. So it's crazy. I don't know if you guys heard that Nicole Schmidt actually donated $100,000 to domestic violence and violence, some type of hotline. She donated $100,000, and they were talking to her about some of the stuff that she what she thought about the letter, the suicide letter. And she called it ridiculous. That Brian Laundrie wants to be the good guy even after death, as if he was doing Gabby a favor by killing her. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. And so I thought it was pretty interesting. So I thought I'd pull it up, and I just wanted to read a couple little things on this particular article. And it was like, that was his character. Even in his last moment, Schmidt told NBC News, he wanted to make sure he looked like the good guy. That's ridiculous. We know how she died. You know, it's just, it's sad. I just wish Gabby got justice. I really do. I wish she would have gotten justice. She deserved justice. Like all victims of crime deserve justice. You know, it's not one person or another. They all deserve justice, but it's just sad that he took the coward way out. Somebody was talking to me yesterday, and I know, God, and it's just, it's been eating at me, this, and it's a conspiracy theory. And I don't do conspiracy theories. Okay. I don't do them, but this one has just been gnawing at me, and I can't remember. Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody yesterday. And we were having this conversation about the Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park. And I remember them talking about, I think we were talking about the Sternquist, Jason Sternquist. I think we were talking about what was going to be happening on the 12th, you know. I live a half an hour away. Marissa and Justin live much further away. It's going to cost them well over $1,000 a piece to get here. I venture to say, probably anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500, because I'm looking at the trip to Idaho and it's going to be about 1,200. So I know their distance. And they're, you know, looking at costs and looking at impact. You know, the purpose of us all getting together is to be impactful. Hey, hot dog, nice to see ya. Lord. Mild reality. I know who that is. So anyways, we're talking all, you know, for the people local, you know, they're coming from out of town, out of state. It's going to be very costly, and they want to be impactful. They want, you know, Jason to see their signs. They want to, you know, them to hear their concerns. Not only that, but, you know, Doug described a very horrific event that took place when him and Jason, you know, butted heads, so to speak. When Jason violated his rights. Let's be honest with what Jason did. Jason consciously got in his car, left his home, went over to somebody else's home to approach and attack them. And so he's got his, you know, so much so where Jason, from what I hear, grabbed him by the neck and was choking him. You know what I'm saying? And then when he falls, he leaves him there. He runs off like a coward, doesn't even try to help bring him back to life, doesn't even perform CPR. If he didn't intentionally try to harm him in that way, then why didn't he render aid to him when he saw him drop? And it brings me to a more pointed point I want to make. Why is he not being charged with attempted murder of this man? Doug Live from Northport. So anyways, we want, you know, she wants to be impactful. We want to be impactful. I live close. I live 30 minutes away. No big deal, right? It's not going to cost me $1,000 to $1,500 to go there, right? It's just going to be a couple bucks for gas, right? No big deal. Half hour away. So I'm going to go there just to see what is going on and hear what transpires in court, so I can relay that information back to you. But some people are still wanting to come here. And if you guys want to come here, come. We'll find things to do. It's pretty simple, you know? I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. So if you're coming from out of town and you want to hang, just let me know. I'm here. Like, right? Go to the court hearing, you know, whatever you guys want to do. So whoever still wants to come, come. We'll figure it out. That's the best we can do, right? Yeah. Let me get over to some comments and see if you guys have any questions so far. Oh yeah, hit that like and subscribe, and this is gonna beat you. And you know what I think is wholly unfair? So there's some creators. We all have mods. We all have mods in our chat. Sometimes we mod other creators so we know that it's them when they come into the chat. So if they say something outlandish, we know it comes from that creator, right? So it's a little nutso because people are getting, mods should be off limits. Unless you're a creator, if people have problems, they should, but the mods should be off limits. And it's really frustrating that everybody applies that rule except when it comes to Bullhorn Betty. And if you guys have a problem, and I'm talking to the haters out there, address me. A mod is a mod. My mods can mod literally anywhere. I don't care. I'm not that petty. I'm really not. So it's just, I just prefer people leaving the mods alone, is all I'm saying. We don't do that. Mods aren't being attacked except a few. And I just think it's wrong. You got a problem with me, pick on me. Leave the mods alone. Leave the mods alone. Actually, leave the subscribers alone too, right? What? I heard that there are some creators out there that say, if you watch this person, unsubscribe to me. I'm like, what? They can only watch you? Is that what you're saying? Seriously. I heard it with my own ears. I heard it with my own ears. Like, there are people out there that say that to people. I would never do that. You know why? Because I'll be damned if I'm going to let somebody do that to me. Right? It's crazy. Seriously. Last month, Stephen Bertolino, the attorney representing the Laundrie parents, or at least he represented the Laundrie parents. There's a different attorney. I can't remember. Oh, geez. What was that guy's name? What was the attorney's name that's representing the other people? Yeah, the same with subs. Absolutely, Charlotte. Others do say that. Yeah, Miss Meadows. I mean, sorry, but subscribers, and you got a problem with a creator, like we're here. We kind of know, I didn't really know what to expect, when I first came on. I have to be honest. I wasn't prepared. I seriously was not prepared. But I got to say, you have an adjustment period, where it's just like, now you deal with, how much is tolerable, right? Instead of going after every little thing. What's tolerable for you? So, I'm kind of worn out in the aspects of being, we still got it though. We still have it. It's a free country. We can watch what we want to watch too. Yeah, absolutely. But I heard that and I'm like, what? Like, that's so stupid. Like, at some point they're going to get bored with you. That's all they can watch. You can only watch Bullhorn Betty. I'm only on here for 2 hours. But damn it, if you watch anybody else, don't ever come back here again. Oh, Lord. We also heard, it's not really in this article that I'm reading for Gabby Petito, but I heard through the grapevine, you remember, I think we brought it up here on a live, that there might be like a couple more letters. Oh, but let me get back to my conspiracy theory. I went on a tangent and forgot. So my conspiracy theory. Are you guys ready for this? And this is going to make your head explode. This is going to make your head explode. Because I'm not into conspiracy theorists, especially with Brian Laundrie. I know what I smelt. I know the impressions I saw. I mean, you can't convince me because I saw it with my own eyes. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Many have questioned the left side of the temple, right? Tell me if when we got the report back and we realized that he was shot in the left side of the temple, how shocked we were and why many conspiracy theories believe that wasn't him or that somebody else has killed him. Right? Do you guys remember? I don't know how many of you guys have been following me from the beginning, right? I don't know how many of you. I know I did not have almost 10,000 people following me from the very beginning because nobody knew who the hell I was, right? I was only local in Florida. Like, that's it. And that was only on the political circuit. Like, not everybody in Florida knows who Bullhorn or who I was. I'm not going to, doesn't really matter, right? I threw my address up for you guys to see now. Why? Because I've been doxxed so many times on the internet. It's readily available anyway. So who cares? Remember that creepy guy that I talked about when Jonathan and I went back? Actually, let me try to plug in my hard drive and see if no, it's too late. It's going to take, I got so much footage on Gabby Petito that it would take me literally hours. I got to find that video. Anyways, there was this guy that I think it was one of the first times Jonathan and I went out to the creek to look for, I think it was like, he was there the 17th because I was in Florida. That was my birthday. So the 18th was the day that I showed up in front of September 18th was when I showed up in front of Brian Laundrie's house. September 19th is when they confirmed and found Gabby Petito. And we went out because the park had been open. It had been reopened. They moved the search efforts 45 minutes away. I've never understood that. I still, to this day, do not understand why they moved the search. Oh, yes, I do. That's right. Because there was another fugitive out in the woods, and they found evidence that somebody was living out there, and they assumed it was Brian Laundrie, and they moved the entire search efforts to go find Brian Laundrie, and come to find out it was another fugitive that ran from the law. That's the whole reason why they moved the entire team 45 minutes away. But I was like, that was still a tactical and a strategical error because they should have still kept people on that side to move the search area toward the Carlton Reserve, but they didn't. Whatever. I digress. But there was a creepy guy there. Not a creepy guy at first. And we still remember that blip on Brian Laundrie's phone. I think it was on Instagram. Well, it showed like a croc, like a camouflage croc on that split second. So let me tie all this together. So while we were out there, I think it was the first or second time we went out searching for Brian Laundrie in these woods, and we came across a guy that knew who Brian Laundrie was, and he was driving his dad's Cadillac. Some days he would come up there on his bike, and he was out there almost every day. But he approached us, which I found a little odd, and he took us on a tour. And then he was talking about how he reached out to Dog the Bounty Hunter and was speaking to them on the phone related to the Fort DeSoto thing. Well, he kept going out there. And I seen him ride his bike across the footbridge and was on Powerline Trail many, many, many times. And I kept getting that vibe that there was something off with him. So much so that we told other people about him because we would get in groups, like even with White Boy Lockdown and Noelle and Olivia. Even Marissa went on, portions of the walk. I think I said gators and snakes, and she screamed and went back to the car. It was crazy. But it was funny, though. It was funny. But I walked her back and made sure she got back to her vehicle safely. So no gators and snakes got her. Anyways, but we talked about this guy that and he was a younger guy, but very tall and slender. And he always seemed to be around, no matter where. He almost felt like he was following Jonathan and I. We'd see him in weird spots. I keep wondering, as many times as he's been back there, did he find Brian? Could he have been the one? Here's the conspiracy theory. Could he have been the one that shot him? He was out there a lot. He was out there a lot. And he was all back, and he showed us around. Like, Slender, yes. Slender, yep. Slender. And but when he showed us around and took us in the woods, guess what kind of shoes he had on? The camouflage Crocs. After telling us he believes that he could hack into things. And I keep wondering, did he hack into Brian Laundrie's Instagram account where that had that flash on a boat with a person in Crocs? See? What electrical outfit? Oh, there's electrical. There's some electrical out there. Yeah, they had a whole bathroom. They had fresh water. You could go into the bathroom. It's disgusting, I have to say. You couldn't. Oh my God. But if you're in need, and you need to charge a phone, you can. But oh my God. Don't go in. I'm sorry. When the best thing that could have happened when they were searching for Brian Laundrie is them bringing in porta potties. I'm not lying. I am not lying. Oh, nope. Yeah, Powerline Trail's been there for, golly, since my mom was a kid. I mean, since they were running power out to Mayaca City and Arcadia, there's power lines. Oh, Amy, you would have been dousing yourself with bleach for a week for even opening the door. I'm serious. It was gross. The smell. But, in all fairness, I ain't gonna lie. I had to use that bathroom. I'll never do that again. I'd rather pop a squat in the bushes. Mild reality, yes, I believe so. I believe you are absolutely correct. I do believe that they have some secrets, I without a doubt. But you know what? In all fairness, let's I do like to be fair. In all fairness, I do believe every family, to some extent, has secrets, right? I mean, that's what privacy is all about. That's what privacy is all about. I hate it, kind of. I made my kids germaphobes without even realizing it. I know. It's hard to do. Well, it's so funny because when I didn't notice, how much parental behavior rubs off on children. We all hear about it, but we don't. It's not until later in life and we're like, I have turned into my mother, or I have turned into my father, right? Like, we all have those moments as we get older. And it's just crazy to me because many of you guys know I have a little sister. That's many, many years younger than me. And so I got to see her. She was raised as almost like an only child because me and my older sister, we were grown. We were out of the house. We had our own jobs, our own apartments. We were grown. And so I hear my mother, my mom she's white glove clean. She is a germaphobe too. Like, everything, like, my office would make my mom go nuts, like bonkers nuts. She would have this, I don't know how she does it. It's like, and it's clean, right? Like, you need mama come over here. I don't know how she does it, but she just goes like that and it's all done. No, I'm just joking. But anyways, I don't know. She's just I see her, like, even with I see my sister when she touches anything, her grabbing the sanitizer and the wipes and stuff like that. I see her doing that a lot. And I'm just like, I was raised from a different era. And even my mom's parenting was different in that era. Like I'm watching my mom parent these days and it was completely different. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Kids of my sister's generation, they got it easy, man. What happened? I think we got left out. I don't know. Let's see. What do you think? That family knew that camping trip was a goodbye. I believe that. I never, I believed a lot of what Cassie was saying, and she was telling her truth, but she didn't want to acknowledge or admit, certain facts and things of that nature. She really didn't. Because I just find it very odd that two young people couple went off on this thing together. And I can't imagine that that's not the first thing that you ask about when you return, right? It's like it's almost natural if, say, my sister came here, if her and Tom left on a trip and they come here to my house, or Tom shows up here, or my sister shows up here, whatever it may be, right? Then the first question I'd be is like, where's so-and-so? Not, hey, I haven't seen you in 2 months, but nice to see you, brother. Never once asking about the significant other you left on the trip with. It just doesn't ring true to me. It doesn't sound like natural conversation. I mean, that would be almost one of the first sentences that come out of my mouth. Oh, it's great to see you, brother. Where's Gabby? Did she go home and lay down? Was a trip too much for her? Right? It would almost be a natural thing. I don't believe that nobody asked about Gabby. If they didn't, they were asked not to. Before the question even came up, they would have been asked not to even bring her up. I don't wipe with poison ivy. Tammy. That's funny. Nope, I won't do that. Believe it or not, Marissa showed me how it's done. She might kill me for saying that. Actually, she's not bashful. I'm Irish. We have skeletons. Me too, right? I'm Irish, Scottish. I'm a Heinz 57. I'm a Heinz 57. And people, don't forget, this is not real. This is like bleach. Murdaugh's behavior is certainly generational. Yeah, I'd have to say that. And you know what? That's not the first time I heard that mild reality, which we know who you are, Hot Dog, or Miss Hot Dog. Anyways, but no, it is generational. And I heard through the grapevine that a lot of people in that area feel that this whole entire family is corrupt, and the Murdaugh family. I don't know. I don't have anything to say one way or another. I'm just showing another perspective because it's a perspective that was brought to my attention that, there is a lot of stuff. I mean, this family held a lot of power in that one county. Immense power. And just like that, their legacy was at the hands of one, substance abuse kin to the family, and just about killed their legacy. Just one person in the family. Sad. But if this is what the family cultivated, right? If you start the crap, don't be crying about the crap you started, right? Do you ever feel you have Are you sure you're not my mom? No. I'm joking. It wasn't until my sister was here that my mom actually let an animal in the house and on her bed. I'm not lying. She loosened up a little bit. I did trauma. I'm not afraid of anything. Yeah. We all thought that from the beginning. Yeah, I'm hoping if I got this correct, I'm hoping that you're talking about the Brian Laundrie thing. But we have questioned that, and I personally haven't, because I figured, maybe he's ambidextrous. I dismissed it. But again, it was one of those things where I'm talking to somebody on the phone, and it's like this light bulb pops up. There's nothing that suggests that somebody else was there, but law enforcement should really consider that there was more than just Brian out there, that people were actually and actively looking for this man. So, and if he was right-handed and it's left-handed, people can, no matter what anybody says, I could probably shoot my gun with both fingers, right? Left or right. Is it more comfortable in the right hand? Of course. But can I shoot with my left hand if my right hand's disabled? Of course. Right? So the idea that really plays, but it just, a lot of people, it didn't make sense to. It didn't. So, and when I was talking, I'm like, oh my gosh, that weird guy in the thing, and he knew Brian Laundrie had a gun. And I keep wondering, did he go out there? All the times we kept seeing him with his backpack on and pedaling a bicycle, did he go out there? Was he planting stuff out there? It's just like the whole conspiracy theory last night just went into overdrive and just went, it's like all this stuff was just flying through. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that could happen. Oh my gosh, that could happen. Holy crap, that could happen. So there's Bullhorn Petty's conspiracy theory. Newly released conspiracy theory related to Brian Laundrie and the manner in which he died. Squirrel, my Indian name is Little running after you. Okay. Happy Sunday, everyone. I am sneaking in late. Hope you are all doing well. Nice to see you, crazy prepper Linda. Let's see. Maybe Ryan was going to hurt the Laundrie's legacy. See, I gotta read. It's possible. It's possible. My mom wasn't that bad. But when I was it in kindergarten or first grade? Maybe it was second grade. I can't remember. It was in elementary school where, we had a pet mouse in our classroom, a pet mouse. And we were all required to take it home during the weekend. We had to rotate. But we were all required to take the pet mouse home for the weekend and take care of it, change its stuff and put the water in it, put the pellets in there, one of those things. I'm sure my mother was unglued when I had to bring that thing home. I really do. Oh, Lord. Yes, Baby Yoda. That's exactly what my mama says. Everything has a home. Put it away. Put it where it belongs. Yeah, but unfortunately, the flip side to that is they are under financial ruins with the civil suit. I mean, think about it. I don't know. It's my opinion that I really do believe that, with this suit being I mean, it's $100,000. Like, it's a lot of money, but in this day and age, it really isn't. You know, it really isn't, especially when you hear like Alex Jones just got, you know, for saying one little thing, he got hit with almost $50 million, right? He got hit with that $45 million punitive damages and then hit with something else. You know, now granted, his comments were despicable, right? And so are the Laundries, quite frankly. And so are the Laundries. Their actions were quite despicable. But, you know, Alex Jones, she's paying one family almost $50 million. And, you know, Gabby Petito is $100,000. So I don't think it's really truly in the grand scheme about the money. I think it is about the exposure. I think it's exposing Brian's parents for who they are. I think that's the end game. I don't think it has squat to do with the $100,000. The $100,000 purely is the sprinkles on top if they win. That's really what I do believe. I read something about his wrist being cut before the gunshot. Can't remember the whole story. Anyone hear that? Yes, the hobo guy is a good possibility. Yeah, he wasn't really a hobo guy. He lived with his father. But he had been in trouble before for calling in a bomb threat or something like that at a school, something. I don't know what. But it was something something pretty big, and I can't remember what. But he lived with his father. He was out there. I just found it funny because he interjected himself and introduced himself to myself as well as JLR. And then he did the same thing with Dog the Bounty Hunter previously before making it out there. And it just, you know, to try to help or whatever. And, you know, normally that would be fine. But there's just something. And I remember that we started talking. And we're like, you know, this guy really is strange. And we started seeing him kind of following us, which was even stranger. We wrote it off as him just, you know, living nearby and we just happened to see him places. But what if it's not really that? I don't know. It's creepy. Help me. Help me understand. Brian being left-handed was what his sister Cassie said. She lied a few times. Could have lied about that too. Yeah. Well, either was it the right hand? I remember people making a big stink that the gunshot was on the side of his head that wasn't his predominant hand. So, and it caused this firestorm on social media. And I may have the hands wrong. I'm not sure if it was left-handed or right-handed or whatever. Maybe I need to look at the report. I got it somewhere. I just don't know where at the moment. It's been a little minute. Okay. Give me just a second, hon. Hellcat, that I was talking to you. Give me just a second. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Let me read this. Interesting. Do you want me to make that public, Hellcat? Do you want me to say that, or do you just want me to keep that to myself, which I'm happy to do? Miss Meadows has a Bullhorn and Betty cup. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for the love and support. Guys, I know we got away from the merch site, but there is a growing merch site on Teespring right now, and I'm going to be setting up another site as well. Hopefully, maybe the costs will be a little different because Teespring to me is a little pricey. It's just my opinion. I realize we have to make, you know, money and stuff like that, but damn, I mean, it seems like they get the bigger Right? So I digress. Oh, did I see? Oh, listen to voices behind the wall. What time is it? I'm sorry. I'm a few minutes late. Hello, love. Hello. Listening in a nice bubble bath. I wish I could do a bubble bath. I only have a shower here. It looked like they converted a tub to a shower area before I moved in, but I don't know why. Like, I would much rather have a tub. You can stand up and have a shower if you want, but if you really just don't want to shower, you can take a bath. We're just chatting. I really don't have any agenda today. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I mean, I went through the news and got some updates and everything like that. But for the most part, just kind of chilling. Just chilling today. It's Sunday. Don't really being a visiting nurse made me a germaphobe. Yeah, my aunt's the same way. I get it. Let's see what. Oh, Desha says, oh my God, y'all remember Baby Think It's Over? What? Remember the Baby Think It's Over? My mom killed mine. Are you talking about when you had to take the baby home? That little, it didn't tell you if you abused it or not. You guys remember that? When did they stop doing that? That wrong with what they did to Alex Jones. Yeah, because I have to agree just a slightly. I mean, it was in poor taste, and I think it's a case that really showcases that we do have a First Amendment in this country, but there are limits, and you can be held responsible for what you say. Period. I'm not a. I thought the statements were appalling. I really did. Do I think it was $50 million appalling? Not in the slightest. Do I think that they're, I just want people, this is what I want from people. I want the system to be applied equally. If you would not attach $50 million to a normal citizen, I just don't think, well, I guess that there's a reason for that. I mean, you want it high enough that they don't do it again. But, and I kind of get that, but I don't know. I think that they ruled out of emotion more so than, they're, I just think it was more of an emotional judgment than anything. And that's what I don't like. Unfortunately, these the jobs of the jury and, the judge and everybody is not that of emotion. But, the 12 jurors are human beings. They're not taught that you got to check your emotions at the door. And I think that they were emotional over it. I think that, I don't know if the judge handed down that $45 million punitive damages, or if it was the juror. Sometimes it's either or. Sometimes the jurors hand down the entire sentence. I mean, to be honest with you. So it's just, I don't know what their rules are, and I didn't really watch it, but either way, I thought that was a very, very, very harsh. But I think it sends a message too. I mean, I think that's probably what it was supposed to do. I'm sure it's going to be appealed. I know, that was so funny. I gotta play it for you guys. This, and I'm gonna give a plug to J is for Justice, but I'm stealing her shit. I hope she's okay with it. We'll find out, right? We'll find out. But it was absolutely hilarious. I've got to do it. But I don't understand how I got brought into the Alex Jones case. I really don't. I truly don't know. I'm just joking. Let me pull it up. If you guys haven't seen it, it's hilarious. I about fell over when she posted it, because I watch her stuff, you know, and she's actually a funny gal, you know, at times, you know, so it's like she's not all business. And I found this one to be one of those where it was just hilarious. So let me just go ahead and pull it up. Let's get past the ads. See, I'm even supporting the ads.
Present, it seems like fear.
Let's go back to the beginning. All right. Had to drag me into it. Just another. Hold on. Just another one attacking Bullhorn Betty.
Present, it seems like fear has the bullhorn. Fear has the voice. Fear has Alex Jones' airways. So I ask of you to take the bullhorn away.
No!
From Alex Jones and take the first steps towards taking that bullhorn away from all the others who have it, or all the others who might.
Why are you trying to take my bullhorn away? Quit trying to take my bullhorn. Now we got somebody in God knows what state trying to take my bullhorn away. I'm not having this. I'm not happy.
Might want it. All the others who believe they can profit off of fear and misinformation. Make them understand that they too will sit their ass in that chair right there and have to actually respond in a court of law for what they do if they choose to do the same thing that Alex. Present, it seems like.
Oh, come on.
Fear.
Everybody knows Alex Jones doesn't use a bullhorn. Bullhorn Betty does. No, I'm just joking. There you go. I love my BB cup. Yeah, I love it too. It's nice. Thank you. I gave my babies a bath in the kitchen. See. Okay, you guys are having conversations. That's okay. Oh, my son. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was, I think, the one that we had. You had to open up the back of it. I'm sorry, I'm a little late to some of this. I know we were just talking about that. Don't be taking Bullhorn Betty's bullhorn. Yeah. Plug for Jay for Justice. Thank you, Jay for Justice, for grabbing that clip. I love it. It was hilarious. I laughed, and many other people did too. Many other people did too. It's kind of cute. Maybe. No, that's too funny. He's kind of cute. Maybe he would personally show up to take the bullhorn away. I don't even know his name. Maybe I should call him. Hey, I saw you on TV, buddy. turn into the creeps like me, huh? No, I'm just joking. They don't want us to ever question the government. That was their point. Yeah. And it's getting scary, but I'm not gonna. That's not. That's kind of outside of what we're doing on this channel. I'm going to build another channel, guys. Everybody else is doing it. I've got to, I got to do it. I got to do what everybody else is doing, right? So I'm going to start building another channel soon. Not sure what it's going to look like, feel like, be, but it's going to be, I'm not sure. I'm not building another channel to have a hate channel. I want to make sure people know that. I don't like that crap. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Kicking the cup of coffee toward me. Yeah. There we go. You can share that stuff if you want. It's all been turned over to the police. Okay, perfect. So just to get you guys an idea of what I was reading, apparently, many people are looking into Michael Vaughn. Well, you know what? Hellcat, maybe I won't, because if it is related, let me hold on to that. Just let me think about this before I release it. Let me just process it first. Let me not just be quick to the draw, because if it's something that could go to the integrity of the investigation, then we don't want to, let me just think about it. I'll probably bring it up tomorrow, but I want to process it first. I'll process it. I thought I missed prom. Let me throw this back. Sorry, Tim. Thank you so much for your super sticker. I loved it. I want to go to prom. But that's requiring me to go buy a dress. Bullhorn Betty does not get put in a dress. Like, I'll wear a dress once in a while, but not a prom dress. I never went to a prom. I've never gone to a prom. I don't even know what to do at a prom. Guys, you got to remember, I was a troubled child. Every opportunity I got to run away and drink booze, that's what I did. Troubled child. Yeah. But hey, you know what? I'm willing to always try new things. So now I got to try to find a prom dress. When is the prom, by the way? Because that means I'll have to order something online, and I want to make sure I have time to get it here. My prom dress is so ugly. I got a wedding dress. Does that count? I don't want to put that on again, ever again. Right? I was lucky. on White Rabbit's channel, she's having prom. I think we're all doing stuff new, because I don't know if this is how it is. I'm just assuming it. I noticed that, a lot of creators, including myself, I haven't done it in a while. We'll have to get back on track with our Bullhorn Betty Club. Our girls' night out at night. It's just been so hard on me because I've been working so much. But it looks like, a lot of different creators are doing some fun stuff on their channel. Could we talk about such horrible stuff? I mean, granted, we like it. I mean, I shouldn't say like it like that, but we like it because it intrigues us. It makes us use our brains. It's a puzzle, so to speak. That's what these things are. We like getting information about cases. We like promoting cases and showing and showcasing these faces that aren't getting a lot of attention, especially with media. So it's so rough. I mean, we have to go through this. We have to read some really, really bad stuff. We have to watch some really bad stuff. It weighs on you. So every now and again, I mean, think about it. I put out maybe 1/10 of the stuff that I read online. 1/10 of it. And that's the stuff that I think is appropriate. There is so much heinous stuff that goes on in this country. It's sickening. It is sickening. And I can't even cover it on this channel. That's how sick it is. So it's like we try to do something, I think, in my opinion, that are fun. Like Dolly's got Turtle Island. Rabbit's got the prom. She's got other little things that she does that is fun and uplifting. I have the ladies' night out. Other people have some things going on. Oh, they had trailer park too. So, there's a lot of different little things that are just, to get us out of the ugly, every now and again. This is what we do, but every now and again we just need an outlet just to get away and laugh and have fun. And I think that that's what really it's more about than anything else, just not talking about cases. But anyways, Cody Bigsby, this case is really, really kind of, I don't know, it's upsetting to me. If somebody wants to come on panel, come on. Remember that the link is in the top if you guys want to come on here and talk about it. But this case really, really, it really does hurt my feelings and a lot of other people's feelings, because this case is not really getting a whole lot of attention. Not the kind of attention, oh yeah, and Ernie is doing the jungle. You're in it. Oh shit. What is the jungle? Is that like a spinoff of Turtle Island? Do I need to come up with a game? Do we need to kill the whole Bullhorn Betty Club, girls' night out and go to a game? What kind of game are we going to play? Pin the tail on the donkey? Who's the donkey? Sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know, right? I need to come up with something though. So who is going to be Bullhorn Betty's date to the freaking prom? Who's taking me to prom? If I got to go out and buy a dress and put my makeup on and do my hair, I am not going to the prom alone. It ain't happening, folks. I'll go to that juggle mess. Heard you had a Cashapp him. Oh, boy. Spinoff of Diley Island. Pin the tail on the ass. Right? We get to vote on who the ass will be for the week. Oh, my God. I have got to stop. You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Betty, let's do mystery theater. Figure out who did the crime. Ooh, that would be kind of fun. Sorry, I picked you for the island. You can win $500. Oh, wow. Nice. Thanks. I'll always go for $500. What's Dolly's Island paying out? I'm on that one. I have a funny feeling Marissa's going to win the island. I don't know why. I just have this feeling. Yeah, many of you guys know Don Wells is getting out. He's got a confirmed release date. Checking out a couple things and just going to check on a couple things. And we'll actually be discussing that in upcoming lives on here. The critter, you're talking about Miss Daisy, did something last night about who will go to jail first. Interesting. Interesting. I asked, he hasn't answered. I might go solo. Oh. So Dolly is having a prom. No. White Rabbit is. It's White Rabbit's prom. She's setting up the prom. Roasted by the Bullhorn. I did that for dinner. White Rabbit has a community post here. There you go. White Rabbit has a community post. You can see who's going already. So we don't ask a person twice. Exactly. Bullhorn Betty, I met a date for your prom. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. Oh. We had 4 choices. Candace was a top winner for jail. I bet. Followed by Grandis, then Dawn. And actually, I don't know which one I want to go next. I think Dawn, then Grandis. But I have, because I believe, I'm really, really there. I believe Don Wells was freaking home. I believe Don Wells was home. I really do. I don't believe that nonsense he was at work. Just too many things. Just too many things. Robin dumped Anissa for Mr. Vlogger. Take Justin or JLR. No. I don't ask men to prom. They ask me. I'm a lady. That means I'm probably going to go solo. I don't know. You can go with us. Mr. Vlogger has a lot of energy for an older fella. He surely does, except when he's smoking, man. I watched him. He's like, hey. Like, oh, boy. Oh, Justin's already taken. Justin, who are you taking to the prom? I'm jealous. I'm going to cut her dress. We're going to do trailer fighting, prom, Godzillas. Promzillas, is that what we're going to call them? The Promzillas. Anyways, but getting back to Cody Bigsby, and it's very upsetting because remember that whole PR nonsense, that crap that Corey, his father's family did that was just so distasteful. It was more about Corey than it even was about Cody. They took 2 seconds to say, oh, there's a $25,000 reward for Cody Bigsby for his whereabouts. And then the rest of the whole entire thing was all about Corey, and how Corey needs to be out to look for his son, and how Corey needs this, and Corey needs that, and Corey. Sickening. Poor Corey. Where is the family looking for this boy? Where are they? They can come down for a press conference to attack almost a predominantly black police force, trying to say it's a racial issue. Where is your commitment to Cody Bigsby, the little boy that's missing? Nothing. You know who's driving Cody? The volunteers out in that area. It's sad. And it hurts me. It really does. Like, he is just not getting enough attention that he deserves. 2 trailer park hoes go round the outside. Yanking that hair, cutting that dress. She better not be messing with my Justin. Oh no. Girls fighting over Justin already. Oh, good Lord. Who's in chat? Bullhorn, look at chat. What do I need to look at chat for? Oh, you're talking. Were you trying to get me to? Hey, Crayon Man, nice to see ya. Nice to see you, love bug. Was that what you were trying to get me to look at? That comment? What are we talking about at Guidance? Oh, and you guys are making me creative minds. I know. White Rabbit, I'm bringing the drama to the prom. If I have to come to the prom alone, I'm gonna be in a bad mood. I'm just letting you know now. Oh Lord. Just got here and heard Eminem. Oh. Who will be? Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we'll vote on who will take Bullhorn Betty to the prom. Haters are going to be eating this up. Speaking of haters, I got something that's going to really piss them off. I really do, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not sure if you guys saw the video drop I did yesterday. I wasn't going to do any videos yesterday. I was taking the day off, and I came across, information about Serenity McKinney. We all know back in February, and yes, that's correct. February, they found a young child matching Serenity McKinney's description, and they had believed it was her. But they still had to send it, still had to do the autopsy, still had to do, make sure, confirm that it really was her with DNA and whatnot. They have confirmed that body was Serenity McKinney's. They have not released her cause of death yet. So we are going to have to, I'm going to have to watch this because I'm very curious. I don't, you know what, depending on what the autopsy says, I don't even know depending on what's in it, if I can even tell you guys. I may have to do a community post and then do a live after the community post so you guys can get the gist of what the report was. But I have a funny feeling this is not going to be good. But we do have a confirmation that it was, in fact, her and not another missing child. I still haven't heard about the suitcase boy. Remember the Las Vegas suitcase? How can kids just disappear and be put in a suitcase and thrown out in the middle of nowhere? And even when they're found, we don't know where they come from. That is some sick, twisted stuff. Sick, twisted stuff. Seriously. Let's see what we got going on here. Bullhorn buddy, I'll text you later about Serenity. Talked to the family yesterday. Oh, thank you. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, love. Thank you so much. So it's just, it's sad. It's just a sad state of affairs. And which one's this one? And another disgusting thing in the news. Oakley Carlson's father was released. They could only hold him for so long on the abuse and negligence charges for the children. They could only hold him. I think he was, if I remember correctly, I'm going off my mind, so don't hold me to this. I don't want to be called a liar because I made a simple mistake. Okay, I'm getting sick of that. I believe he was in jail for 1 year for those charges. Let me see here. It says a father of the still missing 5-year-old girl was released from jail in a case involving other children in Washington. Andrew Carlson, 37, pled guilty to 2 counts of child endangerment with a controlled substance. What? With a controlled substance. Wow. In March, and was sentenced to 1 year in jail so it was 1 year in jail on March 28th. So he had to serve 1 year in jail. The poor baby is still missing. The courts took that poor baby out of a loving home, a foster home that had her since she was 6 months old, and threw her back in with his family she didn't even know. And then she disappears. It's just sad. Oh, Jesus. That's sad. It's sad. There's nothing to express the frustration that I get from hearing these things and hearing stuff like Candace Wells and Don Wells still being able to live their life when they caused all this problems for all their children, all their damn children. All of them. So giving on with the Kristen Smart case, apparently in and around the time that Kristen Smart went missing, Paul Flores was seen with a black eye. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that was going to play.
I'm not boss material.
I didn't even get down that far for it to even play. So anyways, it was just, they describe him as having a black eye. The former California student, longtime missing woman, Kristen Smart, or Paul Flores, the man accused of killing Smart, then hiding her body with his dad's help, testified in court about the run-ins with the woman and her alleged killer in days around her disappearance. Paul Flores is accused of killing Smart on May 25th, 1996, while both were freshmen at California Polytechnic State University. His father then allegedly helped him hide her body. The trial proceedings are not televised or live streamed pursuant to judge's ruling, which I think is disgusting. This is a case that's over a quarter of a century coming, and you choose not to allow anybody to televise it. I think that was a horrible ruling, in my opinion. People should be able to see what is going on in that courtroom. We are all taxpayers here. There will be no trial proceedings on Friday. On Thursday, the jury's heard testimony from people who knew or encountered Smart and Paul in the days around her disappearance. A student identified as Mario said he was in junior transferred student to San Luis, the school from 1995 to 1996, and used to play 8-ball pool with a younger Flores multiple times a week in college of St. Lucia Hall. Santa Lucia Hall. Let me see where it says. And he says that he recalled he and Flores played pool days after the Memorial Day weekend in 1996, the last time Smart was seen, he recalled. Mario reportedly described how Flores appeared to have a black eye and wore a black eye, and then it says, and wore a hat. I think it meant hat, then pulled it down. In a very unusual, like, it's like he was trying to mask his black eye. So it appears that there's a lot of different testimony coming out. Again, I just find it being a disservice that we, the people, don't get to see something this important like the Kristen Smart trial. I think this is a long time coming. The family has been looking for answers for a quarter of a century, and then the judge rules not to air this live. Guys, I'm just going to be back. I know that you guys are in here, but I've got to take just a small little break. I'm just going to put my stuff back up. We're going to hear Good Day, and I'll be back in just a few moments. I'm going to pull the song once I get back here, so it's not going to be very long.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to use the restroom. Little girl's room. We needed a break, right? We needed a break. So what do you guys think about this Don Wells letter to his daughter? First of all, it's still not his handwriting. It's still not his handwriting. And why do you guys feel that it's almost as if they wanted A.F. Pennington to read this thing to try to spark emotion, because they've been releasing these letters and it's not working? Like, I feel like they feel what they're trying to accomplish is not working. And so they keep trying to make it more sentimental. And Don Wells is not a sentimental man. He's just not. So whose words are these in these letters? Whose? I'm just curious. Okay, I don't think there's a whole lot going on. A couple murder trials that I'm monitoring right now. The Associated Press. You guys have you guys ever heard of, like, SNAP? You know, the battered wives syndrome, where and it's actually a defense in some of these cases where these women have been really, really abused to the point that they're trapped, they can't get out, and they're in fear for their life. Like, it's like the next one, and they may be wiped off the face of the earth. Well, this is no different in this particular story. This is out of Orlando, Florida. And this woman killed her husband, stabbed him to death. And she was exonerated because it was clearly self-defense. But because she was scared and tried to clean up the scene, she was charged with tampering with evidence. She has been in jail for 3 years. She was found not guilty in the death of her husband. She was found not guilty. But they did, she did try to tamper with evidence. She did try to clean up the scene. She did try to clean up the blood with towels, with mops and everything. So they got her with the evidence tampering charge. And she had been in jail for the last 3 years while she waited to this point to the trial. Her name is, Danielle Redlick. And she actually is going to be on, I think it was 1 year probation. She got 1 year probation because she's already served 3 years. She's already served 3 years. So they're giving her probation and she's walking out of court. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Exactly. And apparently her husband, Michael, was a well-to-do guy for the college. And he was reportedly a domestic abuser. He's, probably beat this lady for many years. Yeah, if anybody wants to come up on panel, please come on up. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Otherwise, I'll pull a Jody Sue. Maybe I should do that now. Pull Jody Sue. Ah, Lord, I love it. Oh, here's another case that I was looking into as well. And this is out of Maryland. And this lady here, her children, she called in a missing persons report on her children 8 years ago. And her attorneys are actually trying to have a competency hearing for this lady. And they're basically saying, no, Judge, we want you to have a conversation before we look at the possibility of a competency hearing. They're wanting the judge to question her first. So I don't know what's going to go on with that particular case. I really don't. But either way, it's something that I am monitoring and watching to find out what happens. And the reason why I'm monitoring these cases that we've never covered before, especially the ones that are going to trial, is because I'm very interested in what's ahead. Especially like these cases that have no children, no bodies to them. Abstentia, this is, murder with abstentia. There's no body. They didn't find it. Those are very interesting for me because, I need to be educated on this. I've got the stuff, but it's different from state to state. I was taught in Florida. We were taught all the laws, the basis of all the laws across the country. But my real experience, in all honesty, is here in Florida. I know the Florida law. It's different from state to state. So this is Maryland. I'm very interested in, how this is going to unfold. We may monitor this a little closely. It may come up. So just be on the lookout for that. John Benet Ramsey, there's been stuff going on There's something out in the sun. Again, this is a publication that I really don't trust too much. Hold on a second. Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that. So anyways, they have this article here. Now, I, again, am not, I don't know how I feel about the Sun, because I know that they've wrote articles especially related to Brian Laundrie, which I knew about. I knew that case inside and out. I was out there. We knew every piece of property that those freaking parents owned. We went by every one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that they've ever owned in the last freaking 10 years in Sarasota or Sarasota County, We drove by it. We saw it with our own eyes. And we know that they were trying to spin that Roberta Laundrie was in some kind of condo, and it wasn't Roberta Laundrie. It was their prior tenant. We met the prior tenant. Very nice lady, by the way. Very nice lady. Hey, John. Nice to see you. Annabelle, the father is already released. The father is already released, and I just learned from Justice for All that the mother is going to be released soon as well. So, yeah, they're being released. Yeah. Sad. I wish they could have kept them in longer. But you know what? I still think they did the right thing. They grabbed the low-hanging fruit. They prosecuted them on the low-hanging fruit, i.e. child neglect charges, child welfare crimes against those parents. They did what I have been preaching this whole time, which I've been begging been begging Tennessee to do. There's enough evidence that they have right now that they can literally take Don Wells and Candace Bly to court on the child endangerment and child welfare charges, and they're not doing it. And there is no good damn excuse for that. None. We're going to follow. We're going to see. None. It's over a year later. Either shit or get off the pot. Excuse my language. So in this article with The Sun, again, not a publication that I weigh heavily on, the title is Hunting a Killer. Huge JonBenet Ramsey updates as suspects narrowed down and the investigation gets crucial leads in beauty queen murder mystery. Is this true? Because we're still fighting for them to test all the damn evidence in this case, a quarter of a century later. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. But again, we're still making the push, nonetheless, to advocate for JonBenet Ramsey by way of reaching out to the governor in Colorado, Governor Jared Polis. Governor's office is 303-866-2471 or by email at Governor Polis, GOVERNORPOLIS @state.co.us. Let them know we want all the evidence in JonBenet Ramsey's case to be tested properly. Lastly, this is crazy. This is going to be a story we're coming up on next. So this is a gentleman out in Georgia. Apparently, and this girl here, I can't remember where she comes from. Ecuador, I believe is where she came from. I could be wrong about that. We're going to read the article anyways. But it was Ecuador. She came over here to be a waitress at a restaurant and gets here and all of a sudden he is her client. You get where I'm going with this? So it makes you wonder because he stabbed her to death and he and her have been working together for a little minute. She's a mother of two. Her children are with her mother back in the country she came from. And thank God, Georgia police have opened an ST investigation as to how she got into this business and believes that she was in fact trafficked. So this is a big shout out to Georgia and Georgia Bureau of Investigations for that. And yes, we are going to be doing that in just a second. So, and he confessed to this. So in Hall County, Georgia, authorities have arrested a man in connection with the murder of a 19-year-old. Yes, she was only 19 years old, guys. That's what's even worse. He's like, I think 39, like 20 years her senior. The investigation led them to Gwinnett County home of Timothy Kruger, who has now confessed to the killing. Police said he stabbed Gomez, who had just come to the U.S. with hopes of bringing her family too. So she has not been here long. This is a classic trafficked woman case right here. We believe that Sari, or I can't remember, I think it's Sari is how you say her name, was involved in the sex work, and she come into contact with Mr. Kruger through her occupation. Gwinnett Police and Hall County Sheriff deputies believe Kruger stabbed Gomez on June 16th at his home on Cardinal Lake Drive. 4 days later, authorities found her body in a wooded area off of Flowery Branch. We believed he killed her in Gwinnett at his home in Duluth and dumped her there. So that's just, it's really sad, but they do believe, at least for all intents and purposes, that she actually may have been trafficked. Her mother says that she was coming over here for a waitressing position, and somehow ended up in Georgia in this dangerous sex job occupation where she came across this gentleman that ended up stabbing her. So just a sad case. I will be probably doing a video on that as I learn some more information about her. But nonetheless, we are going to make the haters' head spin. Guys, we are working on funds to get to Idaho. We are working for funds to get to Idaho. So I've crunched the numbers, and I believe it all comes out to right about $1,200 for everything, the car rental, plane ticket, and I will be taking care of the my food. Oh, and the gas. The gas is included in that. But I'll be taking care of my food and room and board. I do have the figures somewhere. But anyways, it came up to about $1,200, which came out to about 24 $50 sponsors and 48 $25 sponsors. Please do not do it through cash or through the YouTube super chat and super stickers, because that takes 30 days before I'll have access to it. So there is, if you guys would like to be a sponsor of the Idaho trip, this is where we're going to be taking a bunch of flyers and stuff down or up, because I'm in Florida, up to Idaho, up to the Fruitland. I'm not going to be releasing, oh, hey, Caribbean Kool-Aid, nice to see you. I'm not going to be releasing the dates that we will be going to that area. But we do have several weeks to fundraise for this trip, but I will not be specifying those dates. And we will, I don't know if I'll go live from out there, if they have the ability. I don't know what I'm walking into because I've never been out to Idaho before. So again, at $1,200, I broke it down to, it's going to be about 24 $50 partners and 48 $25 partners. And then of course, if that's not, and you just want to provide funds for that trip, you know, anything, nothing will obviously be turned away. But that's just the way I broke it down to make it easy for everybody. If you would like to help support and sponsor this trip, please send your funds and put Idaho trip on it to either Venmo, Cashapp, or PayPal. Some people have already started donating, guys. So and I'm very, very thankful for that. I love you guys so very much, and I appreciate everything you do. We will be going over this a little more here in the near future. So I will talk to you guys later. I am out for a while. Peace out. Deuces.